Hey guys, it's Moana here for the Moana Nui podcast. We are back here at RangerStop and Pop in Atlanta. And today we are joined by the amazingly talented Abraham Rodriguez, who plays Nate on Power Rangers Beast Morphers. And we're really excited and appreciative of your time today. Um, so tell us a little bit about your experiences. We discovered that Beast Morphers was actually filmed in New Zealand, and we talked with Dwayne Cameron a little bit about it yesterday. Tell us a little bit about what that experience was like, living in another country, experiencing the culture, and of course your adventures on the set.
Yeah, it was. Hello, everyone. By the way, I didn't say like hi at the beginning, but hey. Um, uh, yeah, it was great. Honestly, it was one of the. I mean, honestly, probably the most beautiful experience of my life this far. Just getting to live there for 9 months was a dream, and that alone was worth the entire experience. Just getting to experience that different culture and just being fully immersed in this new lifestyle, really from one day to the other. And it was really, really special. I feel that working on other projects like in LA or just like, I guess, in the US, where you film and then you just get to go back home to your own like apartment or home or wherever, and you just have your normal life and friends and family there. Um, you do get close to your cast, but filming a show like this where all we have is each other, like just our eight cast, main cast members. We don't have our families, so after a long day of filming, we go back home to each other. And so it really bonded us a lot more than a normal TV show that we just film like in LA, like I was saying. So yeah, because of that, it was just extra special. We got so close. We're such a family. We don't get to see each other as often anymore, just because we're all like in different states and stuff, different schedules. But doing these conventions is such a beautiful way to reunite, and just hang out with each other. And it's every time that we get together again, it's like no time has passed, because we really just had that great bonding time in New Zealand. So yeah, the experience was great. The crew was great. It was such a beautiful experience, and yeah, I'm just so grateful to be here now and get to do these types of events forever.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like one of the things that I've loved being here is seeing the family kind of environment amongst the different Power Rangers, regardless of like which show or series that you all
Yeah.
were on. Um, so I think that's amazing. For you as someone who is of, I think the most recent generation, right? How does it feel like to know that you're a role model for, kids your age who are looking at you and imagining possibilities of what they could be and what it could be for, what it could be like in the future as it creates new opportunities for you.
It's really crazy, and I still find myself just like not being able to fully like grasp and believe that I'm this. Like that's me. Like that's crazy. Never in a million years did I ever think I'd be a superhero or like play a superhero, have an action figure, play a role like this. But now being able to, it is so beautiful, and it touches my heart so much. So many stories that fans come and tell me at these events, especially like doing it in person. Like I get a lot of messages and stuff on social media, but it's so different getting to interact with people in person, and just yeah, hearing their stories and stuff. I'm also really, really, proud to play this role and proud to represent a community that I think oftentimes is underestimated.
Yeah.
Because just for me personally, I remember going through the audition process and feeling a lot like behind than other people, or just
Mm.
like we had to do martial arts training during the audition. So we were all, everyone that was auditioning for the role was put in this XMA class with a previous ranger, Mike Chat. And I remember looking around the room and just seeing who my competition was,
Yeah.
and just seeing how like much more like they're bigger and like more athletic and stronger and like muscles, and they just like all looked like typical like Power Rangers. So it was very easy to get discouraged. But every time I had those thoughts, I reminded myself like, hey, I'm here. I'm in the same exact place that all of these people are. We all have, a chance. We all have a shot. So yeah, I never let it like really get to me, and I was like, I'm here, like let's do it, like let's go and let's see what happens. And then I ended up getting the role, um, and that alone was a beautiful experience for myself to not underestimate me, um, and yeah, and then getting to play Nate, who is a scientist, and then in the eighth episode becomes the Gold Ranger. I think is really really special, and I think that represents a lot of people as well. Like, um, I love that I get to show that he is a scientist. He's in the lab. He's not athletic. He doesn't do sports. He isn't physically like the other Rangers, but then becomes one himself and is just as strong. And if anything, he's even stronger because he is a Power Ranger, but then he also has all of that scientific knowledge. So I think that gives him the upper hand. And I'm happy to, represent that. And he has glasses. I'm happy to represent, that group of people as well. So yeah, it's been beautiful, and I'm happy to represent this character. And just for people that feel the same, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that think like, oh, I'm not big enough or strong enough to be a ranger or this and that, and I did it. I beat those odds. So yeah, I'm really happy and grateful for this experience.
I love it. Thank you so much for being that representation because it is definitely needed.
Thank
Exactly.
you.
So of course, being part of the Power Rangers and being part of cons, I've seen with some of the other Power Rangers, each of you have your own personal fandoms that you enjoy. What is one of your personal fandoms that you enjoy within the beautiful world of entertainment?
I am a big just like drama person. Like I love like more so like grounded acting. I don't really like sci-fi. Just anything realistic is my genre. So yeah, Big Little Lies on HBO is one of my favorite shows. Elite on Netflix is my all-time most favorite show. Yeah, The Fosters, that was a great show that I loved. How to Get Away with Murder is one of my favorites. So yeah, just like, just real grounded drama shows are my thing.
Awesome. Oh, I love, as you can hear from me and Moana, we're like, oh, yes, we love those. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
So, of course, well, when we were learning more about you, we learned about that you have a poetry collection.
Yes.
Can you tell the audience about that and where they can find it?
Yeah, so I wrote a poetry book called Mixed Feelings, which I'm currently in the process of publishing it. It will be traditionally published, so it'll be in stores and stuff, which is super, super exciting. And yeah, it'll come out in spring of next year, spring 2022. And yeah, it just explores all of the mixed feelings, as it's titled, of just what you go through when you fall in love, when you go through your first heartbreak, when you're going through your healing, and then you find, self love. So, yeah, it just explores all of those emotions from a past romantic relationship that I was in. And yeah, it's really, really special. It's very vulnerable. It's very raw. It's deep. And yeah, I'm happy to be able to express myself in that way, but also be able to be comfortable enough to release that publicly to help other people that are also feeling that way know that they're not alone, and know that they can relate to me, I can relate to them, we can all relate to each other. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I think it's very important to express ourselves and express our feelings, and not be so closed off, I guess. I think vulnerability is a beautiful thing that just as a world we should all practice more. So yeah, I think this is a step in that, just for me personally too, and allowing myself to be even more vulnerable with my audience, and just in general. And it's crazy. I just got into it at the beginning of quarantine. I used to hate reading. I just got like my first poetry book at the beginning of quarantine. That was the first book I ever bought myself. And now I love it. I'm obsessed with it. It's another passion along with acting. So yeah. I was about to say the month. I was literally about to say the month. Spring 2022 is all I can say for now.
Almost spilled the
I
tea.
and it's live too. That would have been really bad. um, but yes, spring 2022. You can follow my poetry account at Abraham Arad Poetry on Instagram, and I share poems from the book, photographs, and yeah, I'll be sharing more info about the release there.
Awesome. Okay, I definitely have to follow that. So as soon as the book comes out, I have to purchase my copy. So when I see you at Con next, I have to get your autograph it. Yes. So I'm looking forward to it. I always love a good poetry book, and that's something we do on the show is definitely helping people within the community connect to those things. We actually have once a month a licensed therapist come on and talk about different things. So this on Thursday, she talked about depression and helping people to recognize the signs, how to help their loved ones that are going through depression, and healthy conversations. We had that, and also going through grief, whether it's the loss of a loved one through death or loss of a relationship, and how to navigate that. So I love that you found that outlet to be able to express that everybody else could relate to because we all have gone through that heartbreak, that disappointment, and the, all those levels of grief basically that you go through when you lose someone like that. So that is so beautiful, and I love that you use that talent of yours into that 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 your fans can have another part of you beyond the screen.
Thank you.
So, of course, we want to respect your time and we thank you so much for being on the show. Is there anything else that you would like to let the audience know about what's coming up and how they can follow you?
Yes. Well, first, I love and appreciate you all so much. My Instagram is at abraham.rod. I'll, anything coming up, I'll post there. So I think that's the best way to follow what I'm up to. Um, I just wrapped season 2 of Saved by the Bell. Thank God. Very, very happy and grateful to not thank God as in like, oh, I'm happy, like it's done. No, 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 no. Thank God as in like, thank God, like season 2, like, yes, amen. Um, but yeah, so I just wrapped that literally on Thursday, and that should be coming out later this year. So look out for that as well. And yeah, I love and appreciate you all so much. Thank you guys. Love and appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Um,
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. I know a lot of you could not make it to Ranger Stop and Pop, so through Ranger Stop and Pop and the Moana New podcast, we're allowing you to hear from some of your favorite actors and actresses through the weekend. But definitely mark your calendar for June 2022 for Ranger Stop Atlanta coming back again. And definitely let the con know you want to see Abraham in 2022 so we can bring him back. Exactly. So definitely so you can show up, show your appreciation, bring your poetry book.
Yes, it'll
So
be out by then.
exactly so you can get his autograph, take some pictures with him and get this full experience that you are all watching through the RSVP lounge and through here. So once again, Abraham, thank you so much for your time, giving us a little piece of yourself to the audience that is watching you from Ranger Stop and Pop on their platforms and ours. And thank you for attending here in Atlanta.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you everyone. Bye bye.
Mighty Morphin when I'm touring, so put me on the poster. Trying to take over the planet like Rita Repulsa. Gold skin, yellow ranger, ain't no need for comparing. So I represent for Trini like Nakia and Karen. Assault machine, the Megazord, the metaphors. To settle scores like taking doors or mega fours. Competitors, they wanna call me Alpha Pride, but they can't cause their fans are boxed like Alpha 5. Like War Z, I ain't the type to provoke and pull. Other MCs, comic relief like Broken Skull. Carry tradition like it was made from ancient scrolls. A kid with attitude like I came from Angel Grove. The dinosaur inside, my spirit you're sure to find. It's morphin' time, transform when I perform a rhyme. About that action, so when I get on, I'ma pop. And I'ma do my own stunts like Johnny, I'm Bosch. What? Mighty Morphin when I'm touring, so put me on the poster. Trying to take over the planet like Rita Repulsa. Gold skin, yellow ranger, ain't no need for comparing. So I represent for Trini like Nakia and Karen. Assault machine, the Megazord, the metaphors. To settle scores like taking doors or mega fours. Competitors, they wanna call me Alpha Pride, but they can't cause their fans are boxed like Alpha 5. Like War Z, I ain't the type to provoke and pull. Other MCs, comic relief like Broken Skull. Carry tradition like it was made from ancient scrolls. A kid with attitude like I came from Angel Grove. The dinosaur inside, my spirit you're sure to find. It's morphin' time, transform when I perform a rhyme. About that action, so when I get on, I'ma pop. And I'ma do my own stunts like Johnny, I'm Bosch. What?